Sunlight, dearest sunlight, I am calling you across the old room. Sunlight, dearest sunlight, I would like to come out of the womb. Something in me feels like all of me, and we dance all alone. Come on in, open my heart.
Okay, hello. It's been a minute. You know, life has thrown some unexpected curveballs lately. Not really. Well, kind of. Since my last vlog, I don't know, work has just been really busy. So there's been that. And we ended up fostering a dog for 2 weeks and really thought we were gonna adopt her. But when it came down to it, it just like wasn't feeling right for me. And sometimes we just have to learn things the hard way, which is really unfortunate. I felt like I was disappointing a lot of people by deciding that it wasn't gonna work out. And I really needed to like sit with that and be okay with being a disappointment. Sit with my discomfort of feeling like a failure. You know, it was complicated. It was not fun. Anyways, so yeah, that was a thing. That has taken up a lot of my mental energy over the last few weeks. But here we are, we're back. So today I am finally painting my bedroom, our bedroom, whatever. It has been on the to-do list for quite a while. So today we're finally painting. It's Monday. It's like 11 a.m. already. I feel like prep is gonna take way longer than I expect, and whatever, we'll see. So I'm maybe gonna paint the ceiling. I'm not really sure yet. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna tape and whatever, and then I'm gonna paint the walls, and I'm not gonna like edge by the ceiling, and then I'm just gonna see what it feels like with the walls and then the ceiling staying white, and then just make a decision if I'm gonna paint the ceiling or not. But I wanna at least, like, before just like committing to painting the ceiling, I wanna see how it feels if the ceiling stays white. I feel like I'm not gonna like it, but we'll see. Okay, so here is our before. You can see my test patches and my patch job, which I need to sand. So I need to prepare the room. Okay, it's already 2 o'clock. The room is now prepped. I did run into a little snag where I took down the curtain rod and the holes were nasty, and I want to change out the curtain rod anyways. So I was like, fine, I guess I'll just patch these up and order a new curtain rod so that we can just not reinstall this one because the holes are messed up and whatever. So that is still drying, so I'm gonna just like start on stuff that isn't that wall. I feel like I did a bad taping job, but I'm not like fully relying on it to like keep my lines clean. I don't know, we'll see how it goes. In cases like this, I'm like not really a perfectionist. I'm really okay with good enough. If I mess up, I fix it. It's fine.
It's a beautiful day at the beach. I was losing my mind for about a week until I could call you up. I'll meet you at the waterline. Birds are flying up above. We both need a little.
Okay, I'm kind of done. Coat number 1, I didn't edge the ceiling because I'm still trying to decide if I'm gonna paint the ceiling or not. Am I? I don't know. Okay, this is what's happening. I don't really love how low the white comes down by the headboard. You know, I just feel like there's not enough color there. Because this side gets blocked off for closets, then it just feels kind of lopsided, you know? Like this side, the angle doesn't go very far, and then that side it does. So it just feels not symmetrical in a way that I'm feeling like I just don't really like. But I'm gonna wait for Mitch to come home, let him weigh in. I'm tired, and this is taking way longer than I wanted it to, which I should have expected, but here I am. Okay, good morning. That is the next morning. So I'm painting the ceiling and I am painting the second coat everywhere. So I'm excited to make it look like a little cave in here. It'll be great.
Hiding a million different things, waiting for the nighttime to see what it brings.
Okay, I'm done. It looks so good. Let's take a closer look. Or a better look. Like, oh my. The room is so hard to show because it's just so small. But I think it turned out really great. I'm really happy with the decision to paint the ceiling. It's hard to get the color on camera, but the color is Cinnamon Toast. Whoops. Cinnamon Toast from Dulux. Tons of things I still want to update in this room: light fixtures, curtains, nightstands, like literally everything else that's in this room, besides the bed. But yeah, that's a great start. It feels really fun and cozy, and I'm pleased. Good afternoon. I have just been catching up on a bunch of work because I took the last 2 days off of work, kind of unexpectedly. There's been a bunch of emails and a couple little projects for clients, design clients I have. I filmed a little morning vlog and posted it on TikTok and Instagram. I'm feeling kind of like uninspired with a lot of my social media posts. I don't know if we're bored of like little vlogs and stuff. I don't know. I'm having a complicated relationship with TikTok and Instagram right now, just coming out of a funk there. Anyways, now I need to send out a couple proposals to a couple potential clients. Both of them are for websites, website design. One of them, the person's interested in like a website in a week project. And then the other one is like a really big, fully custom website. So that one takes a little bit more to kind of put a proposal together for that. That's kind of what's up. It's 3 o'clock. I hope that doing that doesn't take me more than an hour. And then I'm gonna work on my newsletter.
See is in life. All I see is in life. I got the personal training. Something in me feels like all of me. Oh, come on! No!
Today, I've just finally been working on and finished my newsletter. I haven't sent out a newsletter in quite a while. I ended up writing about this like renewed energy I've been feeling recently to kind of like dive back into self-development. Feels like the wrong term, but just like really like get re-curious about life, dive into being a little bit more intentional, being a real like active participant in life. Go subscribe to my newsletter and you can read it. But basically like in 2018, I went through this like really intense like radical shift in like the way I saw myself and experienced the world and saw the world. You know, like I started to deconstruct my faith. I like began to reckon with like white supremacy and racism. Discovered I was queer. I really dove into like understanding myself through the lens of the Enneagram. It was just like a lot at once. I like burnt out from that and entered a period of rest. Just kind of have allowed the last couple years for like those things that I discovered about myself to kind of really like settle into those things and just like allow myself to be without like trying to constantly improve, because I'm not a self-improvement project, you know? Yeah, I wrote about it better than I'm speaking about it now. But basically, I've just been feeling this like renewed energy to kind of like dive back in. That's what I'm feeling. So that's what I wrote about. And, you know, I'll probably keep on writing about that in future newsletters as I work through this energy. My Saturn return just started. Well, my specific transit starts like at the end of like right when Saturn is about to leave Pisces, but I guess it's like my general return has just started. And so I feel like that's kind of the energy that I have felt. Last time I went through this phase. I was all about the Enneagram, and now I'm very much like, I want to learn everything about like human design and astrology because I'm so fascinated by like the interconnectedness of the universe. This modality of like self-discovery where it's really about how your like physical human body is connected to the stars and planets around us. Like that interconnectedness, that is so cool, and I just want to dive into that more. That's what's been going on in my brain. It is 3:45, and I don't really have to do anything else. I might be hanging out with a friend later, no idea. She just got off night shift, so she's sleeping. Just got back from a walk. I was out there for like 40 minutes. I don't even know how far did I walk. Almost 3K, cool. I decided I'm gonna make some like sweet potato stew for dinner. I don't know when Mitch is gonna be home from work yet. I haven't heard from him, so I'm assuming he hasn't left yet. So until he lets me know he's on his way home, I think I'm just gonna play some Zelda. Because I have not really had any time to play Zelda for the last few weeks, and I don't have to do anything else. I like diving into a little fantasy world, and sometimes it's books and sometimes it's video games. Neither is actually better than the other.
Something in me feels like all of me. Open my heart to this one.
You're toast. Hello, it's Friday. I have just been literally at my desk all day doing some design work. I just sat down to edit a Get Ready With Me. And as you can see, we have a little visitor. This is Ember, Mitch's parents' dog. She has appeared on the vlog before. We're just dog sitting her for a couple days. Ember, say hi. Oh, wow. Yeah, so I just need to edit this, and this is my outfit. We have our last curling match of the season. Tonight. Last week was our last like official game. We lost our first playoff game. Tonight, I think we're just playing our friends. Oh yeah, last night we just literally just sat on the couch and watched New Girl with Hannah.
See what it brings, and I'm still living deep in my head. Sometimes I feel my eyes dead. Maybe tonight, baby, take a love instead. Yeah, I'm still living deep in my head, and sometimes I feel my eyes dead. Maybe tonight, baby, take a love instead.
Okay, I'm back from Costco. Let's do a little grocery haul while I put it away. Not tons of super exciting stuff today. Just needed to restock some basic things. Lots of our like pantry staples we did have. So it's kind of a random assortment of things we were out of. I did get this like frozen lasagna for an easy meal coming up. See how that is. Have not tried it before. Okay, for produce, I got a bunch of stuff. I got a bunch of zucchini, some sweet potatoes and some baby potatoes, and then cucumbers and peppers, some spring mix, and a bunch of strawberries. Also got some real crumbled bacon. I love putting this stuff on like salads, in so many things, I don't know, all over the place. And then queso dip, also great with chips, but also like putting it in salad, rice bowls, stuff like that. We are low on granola, so I got some more coconut and cashew butter granola. This stuff is so good. And we needed more Parmesan. Have fun.
Thanks, you too.
Got some new chips to try, some mango and habanero pepper potato chips. And we also always get these tortilla chips. They're so good. Needed to also restock our Annie's shells. We just had our last 2 boxes for lunch. So that's great. A bunch of Cliff Bars. some basmati rice, a nice big flat of bubblies, and lastly, some electric toothbrush heads. We don't need any more right now, but it was $12 off. So I was like, let's just stock up. So now we're prepared. That's everything. I need to do some cleaning, and then I think I want to take a nap because I'm sleepy. Okay, I cleaned, I napped, I played a little Zelda. Now we are gonna go get some dinner. I think we're gonna get some fried chicken. Happy Sunday. I have just been here reading The Inheritance trilogy by N.K. Jemisin. I'm in the 3rd book, so let's do a quick little book corner. I have 4 books to update you on. This is like all 3 books in one. So I read the 2nd book, The Broken Kingdoms. It was honestly like a disappointing sequel to the first one. I really liked the 1st book, and then the 2nd book changes like narration, perspective, and jumps quite a few years. It just like didn't live up to the 1st one. And so now I'm like, I don't know, a quarter of the way into the 3rd book, probably. I love N.K. Jemisin's Broken Earth trilogy, and that one is proving to be superior to the Inheritance trilogy. Honestly, it's been a bit of a reading slump. I feel like there are quite a few books I've read recently that just like haven't totally blown me away, you know? So one of those is also You Made a Fool of Death with Your Beauty. It's a really like interesting romance. You know, there are elements of like grief and friendship that are really beautiful in the book. And the romance gets a little spicy, but honestly the romance just kind of gave me the ick. It goes kind of like 0 to 100 very fast. And the situation is complicated, so it feels weird how fast it moves. And then I just like get the ick from like using pet names too much. The writing is really beautiful and well done. Then I also read via audiobook Our Missing Hearts. This one, it's narrated by Lucy Liu, and we actually watched Charlie's Angels last night. Celeste also wrote Little Fires Everywhere. And I definitely like that book more than Our Missing Hearts. Our Missing Hearts is like kind of dystopian fantasy. It just like didn't really grip me. Like the concept was really interesting. The story of the book was told so much rather than like shown. Like world building kind of elements were told via like conversation rather than like actually really experiencing the story. It might have been different if I had read it like physically, but it didn't really work for me via audiobook. I don't know. And then lastly, we have Decolonizing Wellness, a QT BIPOC centered guide to escape the die trap, heal your self-image, and achieve body liberation. This is just a great resource specifically for QT BIPOC for like body liberation, self-image stuff, healing relationships with food, and diet culture and all of that. So yeah, definitely recommend. Okay, that's book corner. I need to now get ready. We're going to visit our parents today, back to our hometown. They both live there. So we're going to see my parents for lunch, and then going to Mitch's parents for dinner and hanging out with some family today. We're maybe leaving in half an hour, but Mitch is still running, so I'm not really sure how that's gonna work. But thanks for hanging out with me this week. I fear that maybe it was quite boring because I feel like I didn't do anything really that interesting this week. Ember is here sleeping, looking cute. So yeah, thanks for hanging out with me this week. See you again soon.